Real quick, I figured this is a good episode for us to actually finalize our top 6 predictions. I know we predicted it early in the season, but transfers are still happening. A lot of things happen. Some teams have actually already sacked their managers, surprisingly enough. So we're gonna get your revised and finalized top 6 for the season, right? You can't change it anymore after this. If you change it, we don't care. We're not listening. This is what we're holding you to. So we're gonna go with rookie first, ladies first. We're ready for your top
Why
6.
me?
Start from
Oh,
6.
Lord.
Give us some suspense because EPL is
Okay.
competitive. So 6, 5, like that.
Yeah. In 6, drum roll. Thank you. Chelsea.
Okay. So you're not changing it from before. Okay, good.
In 5th, I have Manchester United.
Okay. So no changes so far. I like it.
So far. In 4th, we have Liverpool.
I saw that come in.
Ricky.
So real quick, tell me why you have Liverpool in 4th. Compared to last time we did this at the beginning of the season, you had Liverpool in 3rd. So I'm a little scared of where Arsenal's about to be on your list. But just tell us real quick why you have Liverpool in 4th.
Honestly, my hot take at the very beginning of the season when we recorded was that Liverpool would miss Mane. I know the Liverpool fans still refuse to accept this and say it has nothing to do with. Like, it's crazy to me that they still refuse to accept this, even though it's very glaringly obvious to everybody else.
You guys like Luis Diaz, like him more,
right? It's honestly maddening for me, but they've struggled without Mane. I don't think they will struggle all season. I think they will still end the season in the top 4. But I think that they will still end the season in the top 4. I don't think they will get any higher than 4th though, because I think it's going to continue in this trajectory before it gets better. I don't see them turning the corner till after the World Cup. I think they'll just kind of limp till the World Cup comes around, and then they'll be able to get back into the swing of things, barring any serious injuries or anything. That's another thing, because that team is just injury central, so who knows for them. But if everything works in their favor in terms of injury and things like that, I have them in 4th.
Okay, awesome. Who's 3rd?
3rd, I have Arsenal.
Hey, Arsenal! Everybody's a believer in Arsenal right now. I love it.
We knew.
Okay, nice. Arsenal 3rd. Who do you have 2nd? Spurs. Okay.
Okay, rookie timeouts. Please go now. Drink some water. I've allowed this for too long now. She has now chatted too much rubbish here.
So wait, what's the problem?
I know this is opinion based. I let you have your opinions most of the time. But now you've become ridiculous here on this panel. So now I'm just gonna have to ask you to please go drink some water now and then revise this list already.
Wait, so Emeka, what's the problem with the list?
Tottenham to finish 2nd over Arsenal, rookie.
Bro, they finished over you guys. The last season they finished ahead of you.
Isn't that normal right now? Like,
I don't get it.
Judge, not only are your opinions not relevant, they were not
relevant either, bro.
So what I'm saying is that rookie, I'm just gonna let you finish. But I'm just going to say
you will get to give us your top 6 as well. So let me finish. Thank you.
Okay,
so
you're just
like I was
really
saying,
salty.
I'm ready for you. Go ahead, rookie.
I have Spurs finishing 2nd. I think that in terms of consistency, they're the most likely team outside of City to stay consistent through the season. They have a top-notch manager. Obviously, Arsenal is playing well. They're playing really great ball, and Arteta does seem to be that guy for them, but he's not Conte, and I think that's where the biggest difference is. He's not Conte, and Arsenal doesn't have a Harry Kane. I know Son is struggling. Arsenal doesn't have a Son, and that's what's going to be the deciding factor for me. A manager and 2 heavy hitters, and then Richarlison seems to be, gelling with the team slowly but surely as well. So they have that depth also on top of what Arsenal has. We kind of see what's going on now that Partey is out, and in that midfield. And then, of course, first, you have Haaland and KDB and Foden and Co. So obviously,
Grealish, yeah.
I have. Okay, you need to stop slipping him in there when people are talking about City. It's getting really uncomfortable. But I have City finishing first. Despite the draw with Newcastle and who else did they draw with recently?
Doesn't even matter who they drew with. You have City winning the league.
They drew. City's winning it. It's City's world. We're all just living in it. We know this. I hope Pep leaves soon because it's getting boring. Like Jesus. But yes, that is my top 6. That is my revised top 6 for the season.
Okay, perfect. No, I love it. I think the only major change you made was switching Liverpool and Arsenal. So you're not overreacting too much to the season, which I respect. What team do you think is going to get relegated? So last time we talked about this, let me remind you, because I take notes for people that don't believe me. You said Everton would get relegated. Do you still want to stick with Everton, or do you want to change it up? See, my boy Anthony Gordon is not leaving, so I want to change it up.
Now he's your boy.
Hold on.
This guy, bro.
Let me look at it. Give me 1 second.
Well, we know that Bournemouth is going back.
We don't want a recently promoted team. That's too easy.
But then it's the recently promoted teams that are going. What are you talking about?
So Emeka, you think that all 3 of the recently promoted are getting relegated?
Fulham are definitely
I'm saying
not
that
relegated.
2 of them are getting relegated.
So give me the 3rd team that's getting relegated. That's not a newly promoted team.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with Everton.
Wow.
Well,
even in the face of a second chance.
So hold on, Dolapo. So honestly, just based on that comment alone, there should be a segment of rate the people on this panel. And then when we're rating people on this panel, overrated, underrated, just know that my rating for Rookie is overrated. Because this girl is ridiculous. Okay. Now, mind you, these guys just signed Neil Maupay.
And a makeup player.
They have Neil Maupay. They have Demari Gray, Gordon, and Iwobi. And you're telling me that these guys will still get relegated?
Oh, man.
Based on what? Just state the facts upon which you determine that they will still get relegated. Just tell me now. After they signed Neil Maupay,
can you tell me how many goals and assists Neil Maupay had last season?
Okay, you see. So now this is now even more testament. This is testament. This is now more revealing of.
I asked you if you can give me the numbers. Please give me the numbers.
He cannot give you the numbers for sure. I'll look it up right now, but he cannot give you the numbers.
I'll give you the number.
But since you want an explanation, the reason why I still have Everton.
2 games, 8 goals.
Right, and he's going to rescue Everton from the depths of relegation.
And the season before that, 33 games, 8 goals. And the season before that, 37 games, 10 goals. Guys, he's not that bad. Thank you so much.
So he averages 8 to 9 goals a season. Right?
I know you thought it was worse than that.
I definitely thought it was worse than that.
I honestly thought
he doesn't score.
I thought it was between 6 to 8 goals, and I was right. Anyway, Leicester City is not going to get relegated. They're going through a rough patch, a very, very rough patch. If anything, Rodgers will be gone before they get relegated, and they simply have a better team than Everton does. West Ham is not going to get relegated either. Villa, Gerrard will get sacked. Villa also has a better team.
Wow, hot take.
Crystal Palace, I'm sorry, Crystal Palace isn't getting relegated. Neither are Wolves.
Are you going to the whole table?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking to take because I'm just like, other than the newly promoted teams,
okay, yes,
Everton
let's hear
is the most likely to get
Sutton has a better
relegated.
team than Everton, correct? With Gineppo, Sutton has a better team than Everton.
Emeka, once it gets to your turn, can we then know?
Yeah.
George, you're also bitter.
So okay. So I think
I've said what I said. That's it.
No, Rookie, your points are well received. And I don't think it's crazy, even though I think it's wrong for you to think that Everton will get relegated.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I didn't say I'm freaking Nostradamus.
Oh, come on now. We know you're not Popodamos. Like, that's normal.
Stop.
That's...
Emeka, since you're so, like, you have a comment about everyone and everything, we would like your top 6 now.
No,
Please start at number 6.
Respectfully,
and go up
Lapo,
to number 1.
Lapo, if you don't mind, and I usually will accept the request. I would just much rather have some of the other guys go before me. If you don't mind, I'd much rather hear Ernest's top 6 and or George's top 6 prior
and
to mine. Just because, as you know, mine is usually very accurate. I just need to make sure it's exceptionally
Do we
accurate.
have
Can we
like
pull
any
up his
history of
top six
Emeka's
from
top
last
6 that we
season?
can like?
Oh, guys, I have his
Oh,
top
you said
6 that
Liverpool was
he.
going to win the league. It didn't happen. So right then and
Oh,
there, you
okay.
just know.
Right.
Okay,
They missed
so-
it by 1
He
point,
said
but that's
City
fine.
finished third last season too. That didn't
Oh,
happen.
okay.
Continue.
It's okay. Listen, Emeka, will grant your request just for fun.
Thank you so much.
Ernest, let's have your top 6.
I need to start from 6 because
Yes, please. Build the suspense.
I already know who number. Okay. Number 6, 6, 5, 4. There's so much mud in those 3 contenders. I actually want to take one of them out and put like maybe like a risk on a Newcastle. I know Brighton will go. I know Brighton will start sinking.
Of course.
Ethan. Newcastle are impressing me, but 6th, 5th, and 4th is between Liverpool, United, and Chelsea. The way Liverpool are moving, they may finish outside of top 6. They need to fix something.
Okay.
But
Now then
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, like.
No,
I thought I was the only one that had it, but we all had it. We can
No, they
continue.
might finish. They might finish outside of top 6, and they need to fix something. But I'm gonna assume that they do fix it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just keep Newcastle outside of there. I'm not gonna be a maverick with this one. So
Okay.
I'll put right now. I'll put Liverpool at 6th.
6th.
Yeah,
That's wild. Okay. Liverpool at 6th. Who's 5th?
United.
United. Okay. Who's 4th? So United over Liverpool.
Yeah,
You feel good about that? Okay. Good.
yeah.
All right. 4th.
4th, I'll put. This is tough. 4th, I'll put Chelsea.
Chelsea 4th. Okay. So Chelsea also over Liverpool.
Mhm.
Interesting. All right. 3rd.
Arsenal.
Wow. The Arsenal train. Wow. Okay. 2.
No, I honestly wish that this doesn't happen, but just from the quality I'm seeing from these guys is that
Undeniable.
Arsenal have no way to. If they don't make top 4 this year, like you will not hear the end of it. Like I'll make
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Arsenal 3rd. Spurs
second?
If Arsenal are 3rd, that means Spurs are 2nd. It's like it's a thing.
Okay.
And then it's EPL, so I don't have to mention number 1.
Okay, and let me just ask you real quick. How much of a gap do you expect to be between City and Spurs? So if you're saying Spurs are going to be 2nd, like how comfortable do you think it's going to be for City at the end of the day?
Number 14.
I would say I don't think it will be a race in the end. I feel like it'll be one of those where it's like come game week 32, we are not really like in any suspense about City winning it. I think City will be quite comfortable.
Okay, cool. And what team do you think is going to get relegated?
It has to be one team that is not in the
That's not the yes, exactly. That's too easy. We all know Bournemouth is like the worst team in the league. Like
Forest are also pretty shitty. I wanted to put Fulham in top 6 to fuck with people, man. But,
Yo, if you feel that way.
No. Why not? Put them in there. Put them in there. What's the word like that?
So for the team, it's between Wolves, Southampton, and I think Everton will rescue themselves. Between Wolves and Southampton, I'll put
Wolves or Southampton? Come on, let's go.
Wolves. I'll put Wolves.
You put Wolves?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
They're pretty bad in attack. It's like really horrible.
They cannot score. Yeah, they don't have any way to score. I think they did sign a striker.
He got injured.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you for that, George. We are ready for your top 6.
This is the official top 6. This is what is going to happen. In number 6, I'm gonna put Chelsea. I think, the reason why I put them 7th, in my previous prediction was because of Tuchel. Now that Tuchel is gone, now I think they're gonna be 6th.
Okay.
In 5th, we're gonna have Arsenal. I don't know why you people think Arsenal is gonna keep up with this form. Like what? Come on, these guys are. Partey is injured. Look at the way they are struggling right now. So now, what happens to Gabriel Jesus? What if Gabriel Jesus gets injured? What if Martinelli gets injured? Odegaard, what happens when he gets injured? Anyways, I think that squad is not deep enough. So yeah, for sure, Arsenal is gonna finish 5th on the last day. The thing is, they're gonna be in top 4 the whole season and finish 5th on the last day.
Okay.
And 4th, I'm gonna put Manchester United. See, that's Manchester United is going to be outside the top 4 the whole season and finish 4th on the last day. So on the last day, Manchester United is going to finish 4th.
Just reading it like he's reading scripture. I don't like
Oh my god.
In 3rd place, I have Liverpool. I think Liverpool is struggling. This and that. It's EPL, bro. All Liverpool needs is to win like the last 10 games and they'll finish 3rd. Like, come on. They did that 2 seasons ago where all they had to do was win like 4 or 5 games and they finished 3rd. That's what's going to happen this season. Liverpool is going to finish 3rd. They can go through whatever they're going through, they'll still finish 3rd. Worst case scenario, they'll finish 3rd. In 2nd, I have Spurs. Spurs is going to finish 2nd. It's not going to be a competition. But because Liverpool is just poor, Spurs is going to finish 2nd. And then in 1st place, I don't know. I can tell you who's going to win the league this season, the season after this season, the season after last season. All the way, bro, to Haaland leagues. I can tell you who's going to win the league. But yeah, Manchester City is going to win the league. November 14th, Manchester City is going to win the league.
Okay,
Wait, so
fair enough.
You have Liverpool 3rd?
Yeah, Liverpool's going to finish 3rd. Whatever happens, Liverpool finish 3rd. It's the EPL, guys. Come on.
Yeah, no, I think that's respectable. I want to ask you about Leicester, just because last time we did do this predictions, you had Leicester in your top 6. I'm just wondering where you have them right now. I know we're only doing top 6, but like, are they top 10 relegation? Like, where's Leicester for you?
That day Victor was pissing me off. Victor was really pissing me off that day. But yeah, I have Leicester finishing.
They catch him on his previous comments.
Nah, Victor was pissing me off that day, bro. Like, he even predicted Chelsea to finish 6th because I said
he said 8,
right?
He said 8. Yeah.
So I got what I wanted. But I think Leicester might finish like 8th or 9th.
So you still think they're going to finish pretty high?
Oh, no, they will finish high.
Okay.
All they need to do is just let go of Brendan Rodgers and get like new energy coming in. But yeah.
Okay, and what team do you think is going to get relegated?
Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa is going to go down. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, leaking a lot of goals. The guy is benching Coutinho. I don't know what's going on.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Emeka, we are ready for your top 6.
Oh, Delapo, you didn't want to go before me?
No, you can go first. I have the correct list, so I just want everyone to hear the wrong answers first.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I think I'll just start with relegated team.
Okay.
It's going to be Leicester City. Reason being that the Vardy era has now finally come to pass. Thank you, Jamie Vardy, for your service. You were great.
I mean, he's tried now. He's old.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for your service. It's not your fault. It's just biology at this point. Leicester, if they now lose Harvey Barnes, whom is injury prone, and or James Maddison this season.
He was having a great season, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I've always, if I say Maddison is an Emeka player, they will say he's not. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, if Maddison gets injured and Barnes gets injured, both players are injury prone, then all they have left is Drewsby Hall and Kelechi Iheanacho and Patson Daka, which is shambolic. So yes, I think Leicester is getting relegated. Now, top teams. By the way, Bournemouth is also getting relegated, but I know you know this. And then Nottingham Forest also. they didn't sign enough players. They only stopped at 22. They should have signed 25.
Yeah, do you think they can make them gel though? I've been curious because
They cannot. There's no question about it.
There's a lot of potential on there for a best case scenario. They have Renan Lodi from Atletico.
But actually, I'm not going to lie, the signing of Gibbs White actually is decent. So Nottingham might not get relegated. Also, the likes of maybe Jay Lings coming up and, having like a quick spout of 7-8 games of good magic.
It's the Lodi signing that killed me. That guy is class.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe Nottingham might not get relegated, but Gerrard needs to be careful because it's looking like Villa is looking bad as well. So I don't know. But my team is Leicester. Okay, so top 6. So now, I'll be honest with you, we have a rare... This season is going to be a season of rarity. It's going to be anomalistic, if there's a word like such. Now, 6th place tied. Sorry. No. It's a 5th place tie in points. But, okay, hold on. Let me say this.
Wait, what?
Let me say this. There are going to be 5 English Premier League teams in the next Champions League season. Do you know why? Because the team that finishes outside of top 4 is going to win the Champions League. For that reason, they will be bestowed upon the honor or opportunity to defend their title, and that team is Chelsea FC.
So now, Chelsea is going to win the Champions League.
Chelsea is going to win the Champions League. Here's why. Every time Chelsea brings a new manager, they win the Champions League. Let's be honest. Do I lie?
No. You're right.
When they brought in, did the whole saga of RGM, they won the league. When Lampard was excommunicated, they brought in Tuchel. They won the league. Now Tuchel is out. They brought in Potter. What will happen?
They'll win the league.
Okay, no problem.
I'm like, what is going on, Ricky? You're gonna let him say all that stuff?
But hold on. Don't focus on that point. The point, honestly, is that Chelsea is coming in 6th place this season.
6th, okay.
6th place this season, and they are tied with points with the 5th place team that is Manchester United. So Manchester United finishes 5th. Okay. Next team, 4th place, Liverpool. Liverpool sold Sadio Mane for 7 shekels. They sold Sadio Mane for 7 shekels. Now they think it's Darwin Núñez that will now win the league for them. Here's the blunder they made. You know what? I don't want to take it personally, but if you guys just say one thing right now, they'll move to 5th. If you guys just say one thing, Liverpool is finishing 5th this season. Liverpool finishing 5th this season, so that means they are tied on points with Chelsea. United is 4th this season. So you guys said one thing, it had to change. Let me make the change on my list. This is United. Liverpool. You guys shouldn't have said what you said, but you guys said one thing. So Liverpool is 5th, United is 4th. Now who is 3rd place? I'll give it to Spurs. 3rd place I'll give it to Spurs, although with Son being off, we know that he's going to explode at some point. That's really just my only concern, because that means he's going to still catch up on goals, implying that he's going to score 10 goals or 11 goals over the span of 4 or 5 games. So that's my worry. Okay, so I will say that. Now Spurs coming in 3rd place. Now second is going to be Arsenal FC Football Club. Arsenal is in 2nd place, but I have
no.
Arsenal is in 2nd place.
No, we can't do this. No. What is going on? What is going on?
Arsenal's in 2nd place. Arsenal's in 2nd place with a few contingencies here, guys.
What is a contingency? What?
I cannot predict injuries. Sorry.
But injuries are going to happen.
That's the thing. I cannot predict them.
You can't predict them, but you know that it's a certainty. You will have some injured players.
Okay, but here's the thing. When Joe was giving his list, he said, what happens if Odegaard gets injured? What happens if this person gets injured?
Which is exactly why he predicted that Arsenal would finish where he said.
My point is that I could say that about any team. What happens if Haaland gets injured?
Exactly.
They've already won the league.
Okay, but my point is I'm not trying to predict with injuries, okay? But I do have to have contingency just because I know it's a possibility. So I will say that Arsenal finishes 2nd place if Tom Partey stays fit this season.
So just stop right there.
If Tom Partey stays fit this season, Arsenal finishes 2nd place. Right, respectfully, I think Arteta is going to figure out how to use him, 60 to 70 minutes per game on average, so as to keep him fit. And then training will be subsided as well as far as effort that he's being told to put out. Okay, so I think Partey, if he's fit, Arsenal finishes 2nd this season. And likewise, Odegaard must stay fit the whole season. Otherwise, it's a dud.
You didn't rate Odegaard, bro.
Like 2 weeks ago.
But I will say that with Odegaard, you know me, when I'm wrong, I'll accept it. Well, Odegaard has stepped up to the plate. I think he overpasses still, and I think he needs to work on that. But as far as being a leader, as far as giving 100%, as far as actually, being a solid anchor for the team, I think he's doing very well. And I don't think anybody right now can do that. Not a Shaka, not an Emil Smith. No, nobody else can do that. So I will say that, for that reason.
The Vieira guy looks nice, bro.
Yeah, he's somewhat good. I know. I told you guys about Marquinhos as well. I'm sure you guys saw him. I don't know if you guys watched those highlights, but yes, Marquinhos is also solid for a Bukayo Saka replacement. I'm telling you guys right now, watch Marquinhos, and they will say he's not an American player, but that's fine. I'm telling you guys he is. Okay, so Arsenal second place, and City, I will say, will finish first place.
You will say that?
Yeah, I mean that's because Liverpool is just so shite. Their one competitor is not competing this season. And so, unfortunately, it is what it is. I don't trust me. I say that with a heavy heart, but it's just a fact. The fact that they will win the league this season.
I want to ask you about Liverpool real quick, because when you did make your predictions at the beginning of the season, you had Liverpool winning the league. Yes. And you actually had City. You had City and Arsenal tied on points. So I'm just wondering. I'm trying to figure out what has changed for you.
I totally forgot that, bro. He was gonna put Mercy third. He was gonna put Mercy third, bro.
I don't mind.
Second, and then he took it back.
Wait! No, you guys didn't hear when he said Arsenal's gonna win. He almost said win the league before he said, second because injuries. Like,
okay. I will say this. I'm glad that this is the comedic hot take, even though we had somebody writing scripture saying on the last day. So no problem. That's fine. Somebody predicted everything that's going to happen on the very last day. When I predicted 5 teams going to Champions League, everybody was like, okay. But now on the last day, we accepted the on the last day prediction. Okay, now Liverpool had to shift down because we now realize that they are in a rut. Okay, unfortunately, they can't win the league whilst being in a rut because, respectfully, we don't know what Trent is saying this season. We don't know what Robertson is saying, but it appears that they are not as relevant as they naturally would be. Okay, now you saw the player that used to give you 20 to 25 goals per season for a player that has not given you more than 15 for a season, and you now see that if Salah is not on form, you're not getting your goals. So the team is in complete disarray. So respectfully, when I just heard Klopp the other day, he said we have to reinvent ourselves or something like that because we need science here. We need a reinvention. We need help. So that's why Liverpool has to go. I thought they would figure it out with Darwin Núñez. Upon watching him once or twice, going to watch his highlights, etc., he's bum. He's a bum. So then that now leaves us with City winning the league, no problem. Arsenal has to come in second because Spurs, respectively, still has a back line that is horrendous. Spurs has a back line that's horrendous. Their two centre backs are not that good. I think they are yet to face a strong opposition this season, but we'll see them, I think, unfold when they play like the heavy hitters this season. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to pull up their first difficult fixture. Now, I will say this. May her soul rest in peace. The Queen's passing is a sad one. I hope everybody who's affiliated with the nation of England. Sorry, you lost your Queen. Personally, I will reserve my opinions on the matter, but I will say that we needed that Everton game to kind of bounce back from that United loss. And unfortunately, because that game is postponed, we now have another difficult away game against Brentford. And so this is what now is starting to help the opponents because Arsenal is not free-flowing anymore. We will likely lose that game against Brentford. I say this respectfully because Ivan Toney, Mbeumo, those guys, Wissa, they are playing top-notch ball right now. For some reason, they are playing very well. And I think defensively, Arsenal still needs some work. So I will say that even though Saliba and Gabriel are good, our wings are still a little iffy, Tierney is not good enough, respectfully, and Zinchenko is a bit off. And Tomiyasu, Ben White on the right, not that good. So hold on, let me just see. Fixtures.
Wait. So you said you guys are finishing second, but now you're afraid of Brentford. Like, I'm just confused.
No, hold on. The crazy thing is that Spurs has a better defense than Arsenal. They've only considered 5 goals. You guys have considered 7.
7. Hold on. Yes. But I will.
Brighton has a better defense.
But I will say this.
Chelsea.
Hold on. So Spurs has check Spurs games. Good luck to them, though. They have Leicester next, so they'll build confidence. That game's going to be a rotter. That's the game that ends Rodgers' career. Then they have Arsenal at the Emirates, and then they have Brighton at Brighton. So I will say this. Rookie, to your points, the top teams are going to drop points this season. That's a fact. Respectfully, even City struggled against Crystal Palace. Even City struggled against Crystal Palace. They, as we know, struggled against Newcastle. You see what I'm saying? They've had to come back from being behind, I want to say 3 games in total this season already. You see what I'm saying? So it is a little challenging this season. So a lot of teams will concede goals, including Arsenal against the likes of Brentford away, especially. But generally speaking, Arsenal will win their games. Hence why I think they're going to finish second. Now, Spurs, I think, is going to beat Leicester. I don't think they're going to win Arsenal and or Brighton. But I think their next... they've had so many easy games thus far. You see what I'm saying? They've had so many easy games. I don't even know why they tied to Chelsea because they should have won that game. But they've had so many easy games so far. After that, they have Everton.
They
were losing, bro.
How is that an easy
The Chelsea game was actually...
They've never won at the Bridge.
Right.
But that game against Chelsea, they should have won. I know they came back from behind, but they still should have won that game because Chelsea is a mess.
That was like Chelsea's last good game.
Better team. I don't know what you're watching.
No, I agree with you. That's my point, Rookie.
His point is that going against Chelsea while Chelsea was in disarray, they should have beat Chelsea.
Chelsea wasn't in disarray then.
Okay, but ultimately, my point is that they have now faced a strong opposition this season. That's fine, in my opinion.
Chelsea's not a... Okay.
I mean, based on the fact that you guys all have Chelsea basically finishing, well, I'm going to say you guys all, but you have Chelsea finishing between 4th and 6th. They're not the strongest opposition.
And he's here telling us, oh, we're so terrified about Brentford.
Okay,
Make it make sense.
No. Well, it makes sense to me. So anyways, my point is Chelsea Spurs hasn't faced any strong opposition, and their next big game, in my opinion, is the Man United game away, game week 12, 18th of October, and that's when we'll see the decline because then they're going to face Newcastle. It's going to be a tough game for them. Then they're going to face Liverpool and so on and so forth. Then the big game starts coming for them. You see what I'm saying? And then City comes in game week 22. Ask me why. But anyways, that's my take, guys. Top 6. You heard it here first. Emeka got it right once again.
Okay. I don't know what the once again comes into
just
play.
Send me that one in particular. Just send me that list.
Let's hear your list.
All right. Yes, I know you guys have been waiting to hear the correct list. Unfortunately, I don't really have much suspense or much like anything interesting to really add. For the relegated team, this is like the hardest question actually. The top 6 is actually quite easy, but the relegated team is really hard because there are a lot of bad teams. You guys have mentioned the teams that are bad, that I agree with them. I don't think Leicester gets relegated. I just don't. They have too much quality. Aston Villa has a lot of quality as well. I don't know if Gerrard is the guy that's going to do it for them, but they're either going to sack him and not get relegated or he'll figure it out. Everton, you know how I feel about Anthony Gordon. Everton have a bunch of guys that I like, so they either need to fire Lampard or he's going to figure it out. They shouldn't get relegated. Wolves, I feel like I was one of the first people to put my hands up and be like, Wolves are not going to be good this season. And so they're not going to be good.
The Wolves are coming. I remember there was a time.
I was the one. I told you guys.
The Wolves are coming. Like, what the
But guys,
hell,
that's the thing. I'm an honest person. When they were coming, I was at the front of the line saying, guys, the Wolves are coming. What? Came, the Wolves never came?
They never came.
You're really going to say that? Jimenez, top 5 striker in EPL like 2-3 seasons ago? What? They came. They came, they saw, maybe they didn't conquer, but they came. And they're leaving soon.
Like I said, Jimenez.
All right. So I think I'm going to say Southampton, just to be different. Because they don't have that much quality, actually. But they always find a way to survive. I don't know how. Like,
they always find a way.
A blight on the EPL, like that team like Southampton.
They always get hit with a 9-0, and somehow they never get relegated.
Like they were sending messages to Bournemouth, like, "Oh, sorry, we've been there before." Like,
right.
I'm just like, that's crazy. They really have. Like, that's the usual for them, and they haven't gone there yet this year.
Back-to-back seasons and stayed up. Like,
yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. So that's the team I would say that I would like to see relegated if they don't improve. My top 6 is the same as what I told you guys before, so I'll just remind you guys. 6 is going to be United. We said this early. I don't know why people are moving United up to like 4th. They obviously have the talent, but it's a new manager. They're going to have to play actual football now, so they're not going to just like be great all of a sudden. They still have to play in Europe, so they also don't have the depth to do what they want to do. Elanga is not as bad as I thought he was initially, but like if you have to play Elanga a lot of games, it's still a bad thing for your team. Fifth is going to be Arsenal. I said this after everyone told me they had a good preseason. Preseason, I don't care. They're going to be fifth. The only thing I can really point to is their depth. They don't have the depth to do what they have to do this season. Like Emeka saying, "Oh, this person can't get injured." Like players are going to get injured. There's also the World Cup coming up. A lot of guys are going to go to the World Cup. Thomas Partey is going to be injured for Arsenal and go play for Ghana, only for them to lose all 3 games in the World Cup. Sorry, let's not get distracted.
Arsenal. That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Yo, listen.
Is it because we took you guys out? Well, God.
Yo,
the truth
guys,
comes out.
Listen. Arsenal's finishing 5th. I think if they finish 4th, they should be very happy. But 5th is where I think they'll end up. Chelsea's going to be 4th. This one I'm a little shaky on because they've looked so bad. But I actually like Graham Potter a lot. And I just don't like to overreact to 3-4 games. Like, it's not been that many games for everyone to overreact. If you look at where they are on the table, for as bad as they've been, quote unquote, they're right there. So what they don't have to do a lot of crazy things. They just have to play football.
Liverpool.
They just have to stop playing 5 defenders all the time. It's stupid. But okay, let's move on. 3rd is going to be Spurs. You guys all know why. 2nd is going to be Liverpool. Actually, I changed my mind. This is the scariest one. But I still believe in Liverpool. They have Klopp. At worst, Liverpool finishes 3rd. They're not finishing lower than 3rd, no matter what. You can put that on the record.
Real quick, I just want to make this statement. I'm not saying I believe it, but it's Klopp's 7th season. He has a reputation for his 7th season. That's all I'm going to say.
He does.
That just like Emeka's thing about Chelsea winning the Champions League, it doesn't mean anything.
No. And I don't think so. I think there's actually some, truth in this because of the way he plays.
Right.
I can see that. The way they play.
So after like a while, they just get... You have the same players that you lined up when you first... pretty much the same players. So like, they could get tired. Look at Trent. The guy's walking back.
I definitely agree with that. Like, those players are worn out.
Yeah. His system, you play at such a high level for so long, it's understandable that you're just going to drop off. These guys can barely run at this point. These guys can barely run. They're going to go to the World Cup and then come back.
Yeah, so I do think that the one thing I have for Liverpool, like I'm holding on to because I have to defend my prediction, of course, is Salah is not going to the World Cup. Salah cannot be this quote-unquote bad for the whole season. I just don't believe in good players becoming bad and remaining bad.
It's the 400 papers.
I know there's all these things that happen, but I'm just going to believe in what I've seen over the years, and that's that Salah always performs. So he's going to perform.
With Mane.
Listen, I don't care about all those agendas. I believe in Salah. In fact, for FPL, I believe in Salah so much, I'm going to captain Salah next game week. Whenever they let us see games again. So,
thank God,
for those that,
I don't have Salah, so I don't need to worry about us having the same captain.
Okay, no worry. It's fine. I think you might have... I think you went ahead of me on the table, so I can't talk to you yet. But I'll be overtaking you.
You were real hyped for that, like 3 days.
Next game week, I'll overtake you. Ernest, I don't know where you're on the table. I'm finishing above you.
Scroll up. Just keep scrolling up.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to get there when I get there. It's a slow race. You guys are overreacting to 3, 4, 5 weeks. Like, take it easy. 38 game weeks. So that's the top 6. Cities, of course, is going to win the league. We don't have to talk about that.
Right.